God says, this message is for you, and I am telling you now, do not look away, do not let your heart wander, because what I am about to reveal to you is not ordinary, it is not common, it is not for everyone, it is for you, and if you try to dismiss it, if you try to scroll past it or convince yourself this is just words, then you will miss the miracle that I have been preparing for you for longer than you can imagine. I am speaking through Archangel Michael right now, and he is standing in front of you in the spirit, holding the sword of truth, the shield of light, and the scroll that contains your name, your destiny, and the very thing that has been withheld from you until this exact moment. You think you found this message by accident, but no, I guided you here, I stirred something in your heart that made you stop, that made your eyes lock on these words, because within the next 24 hours something will shift in the unseen, and if you do not hear this warning, you will not recognize the blessing when it knocks at your door. You have been feeling it lately, the heaviness, the strange mix of hope and fear, the feeling that something is about to change but you can't quite explain it. That is not your imagination. That is my spirit pressing into your heart. I have been sending you signs, the repeated numbers, the strange dreams, the moments where you feel watched over, the way certain songs or words seem to speak directly to you. That is me. I have not been silent. But I know you have been doubting, I know the enemy has been whispering lies into your mind telling you you're not chosen, telling you you've missed your chance, telling you it's too late. Archangel Michael says, those are not your thoughts, those are attacks meant to rob you before your miracle arrives. And I will not allow it. That's why I'm giving you this 24-hour warning. You must stay awake in the spirit, because the moment is coming faster than you think. You have asked me, God, why is life so hard if you really chose me, and I have heard that cry. I tell you, the reason you have walked through fires, storms, and nights so dark that you thought you wouldn't see the morning, is because I have been forging you into something stronger than the enemy can break. You have enemies you cannot see, battles that were fought over you before you were even born. Archangel Michael has fought for you more times than you know, when you were asleep, when you were in danger, when you almost gave up. There are moments in your past where you thought you just got lucky, but no, that was divine intervention. The devil saw what was in you before you saw it in yourself, and he tried to destroy you before you could step into your calling. But you are still here. That is proof that you are chosen. I know you have been betrayed. I know there are people you loved who turned against you, people who spoke sweetly to your face but plotted behind your back. I saw every word they said in secret. I saw every tear you cried alone. And now I tell you, the tables are turning. There is a divine reversal about to take place, and in the next 24 hours the first piece of that shift will be set in motion. Do not think it is small if it doesn't look dramatic at first, the smallest whisper from heaven can shake the entire earth when it is my will. The thing that is coming will be undeniable. It will be a sign that I am still with you, that I have not abandoned you, that your prayers have not fallen into silence. The enemy has tried to bury you, but he forgot, I made you a seed, and seeds grow in darkness before they break the surface. Archangel Michael is leaning close right now in the spirit, and he says, you are under divine surveillance. Not the kind the world uses to control people, the kind heaven uses to protect its treasures. You are being watched by angels, your steps are being recorded, your tears are being stored in a jar. Heaven has a record of every act of kindness you gave when no one thanked you, every time you forgave when you could have fought back, every time you resisted evil even when it cost you. And now there is a release order in heaven, a divine command that the blessings withheld during your season of testing are about to be released. But here is the warning, the enemy knows his time is short, and in these next 24 hours he will try to distract you, provoke you, or tempt you into a decision that will delay what's coming. You must be alert. This is not the time to react in anger, to get pulled into arguments, to entertain old patterns. You must guard your spirit. God says, I am not just telling you this so you can feel encouraged for a moment. I am telling you this because this is the hour of preparation. You have been saying, God, I'm ready, but readiness is not just a feeling, it is alignment. It means that when the opportunity arrives, you are in the right place, with the right heart, and the right mind to receive it. I am sending something to you that will not knock twice. It will not wait for you to get it together. That is why this message is urgent. I am giving you this final 24-hour period to shake off the heaviness, to cut off the toxic voices, to stand up in your spirit and say, I will not miss my appointed time. The reason you are reading this now is because I trust you with this word. Not everyone could carry what I am about to place in your hands. Some would misuse it, some would boast about it, some would let it slip through their fingers. But you, I have seen your heart when no one else was looking. You think your prayers were weak, but I saw the strength it took to even whisper my name in your lowest moments. I saw you praise me when you had nothing left. I saw you choose kindness when your heart was breaking. And now heaven is about to reward you in a way that will make every sleepless night worth it. I can continue with right now so we can get closer to the full message. Do you want me to keep flowing immediately into the? God says, listen to me, because the enemy is already whispering to you, trying to tell you this is just another set of words, but deep down, your spirit knows this is me. I am speaking directly into the core of your being, bypassing every doubt, every layer of fear, every wound, and touching the part of you that has always belonged to me. The reason your heart is beating faster right now, the reason your eyes are locked on these words, is because your spirit is recognizing the sound of its Creator's voice. You are hearing what you were meant to hear in this very moment. It is not a coincidence that you are alive right now, reading this now, at this exact second. If you had delayed even by a minute, something in the spiritual atmosphere would have shifted differently. I orchestrated this timing with precision, because the next 24 hours are not ordinary time, they are sacred. Archangel Michael is standing in full armor beside you, holding his sword upright, not in a position of attack right now, but in a posture of guarding you. He has been assigned to you since before your birth, but in this moment, his guarding is intensified, because the breakthrough that is coming is not just for your comfort, it is tied to your purpose. This is why you have faced so much warfare. The enemy isn't fighting you because of your past, he's fighting you because of your future. There is something in you that carries light so strong that if it is released in the fullness of its power, it will break chains not only in your life but in the lives of others. You have been made into a carrier of freedom, and freedom terrifies the forces of darkness. I need you to understand something. I have been working in silence, and I have been hiding certain things from you on purpose. Not because I want to frustrate you, but because the purity of what I am preparing would have been contaminated if revealed too early. You have thought I was being distant, but I was protecting the seed. If a seed is dug up too soon, it dies. If a plan is revealed too soon, it gets sabotaged. So I wrapped you in obscurity, I allowed certain doors to remain shut, I let people overlook you, misunderstand you, even reject you, all because I was keeping you hidden from the wrong eyes. But now the hiding season is ending. The revealing is about to begin. And when I reveal you, no man, no woman, no demon will be able to cover the light I put in you. In the next 24 hours, pay close attention to what you feel drawn toward and what you feel a sudden resistance against. Those are clues. I am aligning you through even the smallest impulses, a sudden idea, an unexpected message, a random encounter, a moment where you feel a deep peace about a decision. Those are me. Follow them. But also, watch for the traps. There will be a sudden rise in distractions, people from your past may reach out, old habits may seem more tempting, opportunities that look good but feel wrong will suddenly appear. The enemy knows the blessing is near, so he will throw counterfeits at you. If it feels rushed, if it brings confusion, if it stirs fear, reject it. If it carries peace, if it aligns with the whispers I have been placing in your heart, if it feels like light in the deepest part of your spirit, that is me. I am not a God who plays with your emotions. When I say something, I mean it. When I promise, I deliver. But I work in ways that require faith, because faith is the bridge between the unseen and the seen. In the next 24 hours, you may not see the full picture, but you will see the first sign. It might be a conversation that changes your perspective. It might be a confirmation you've been praying for. It might be a sudden opportunity that seems too perfectly timed to be random. That will be your signal, your proof that this message was not just words but a divine appointment. And when you see it, you will feel that surge in your spirit that says, yes, this is it. I have seen how tired you are. I have seen the weight you've been carrying, and I know you've wondered how much longer you can keep going. But you are closer than you think. Sometimes the final push feels the heaviest because the birth is so near. You are in spiritual labor, and the contraction you feel now is the last one before the release. This is why I sent Archangel Michael to speak this warning over you, to strengthen you so you don't give up right before the door opens. He is wrapping you in divine protection right now. I am releasing angels to walk into the places you cannot see, to move the hearts of people you haven't met yet, to set in motion events that will converge at the exact time I've chosen. Everything is in motion. You may not hear the sound yet, but the gears of heaven are turning in your favor. Do not share everything you feel in your spirit with everyone right now. This is a critical window where silence will protect what I am doing. There are people who smile at you but are not for you. There are those who would try to talk you out of your blessing, not out of wisdom, but out of jealousy or fear. This is a time to walk closely with me, to listen more than you speak, to trust more than you explain. You will know who is safe to speak to because I will give you peace when you think of them. If you feel a heaviness or a warning when you consider sharing, keep it between you and me. God says, I am not warning you because I expect you to fail, I am warning you because I know you are ready to win, and I will not allow anything to steal this from you. This is your moment. This is why I formed you the way I did, why I allowed the pain, why I let certain things fall apart. You are about to see why it all had to happen. You are about to see why the people who left had to go. You are about to see why the delays were divine. The blessing that is coming will not fit into the old places you used to live in, mentally or spiritually. That's why I am pulling you higher now. And as I pull you higher, I need you to loosen your grip on anything that weighs you down. Old bitterness, old fears, old shame, they cannot come with you where I am taking you. God says, I see the way your mind keeps going back to the moments that hurt you the most. You replay the betrayal, the rejection, the missed opportunities, the seasons where you gave everything you had and it still felt like it wasn't enough. You've been asking me why I didn't stop those things, why I let certain people hurt you, why I allowed you to go through so many lonely nights. And I tell you now, it was not because I was absent, but because I was preparing you for something so great that the pain would one day feel small in comparison. What you call scars, I call proof. Proof that you survived what was meant to destroy you. Proof that you have been refined by fire, not consumed by it. Proof that you have the endurance needed to carry what I am about to place in your hands. Without those trials, you would not have the wisdom to steward the blessing. Without those tears, you would not have the compassion to help others when it's your turn to lift them up. Archangel Michael is speaking over you right now, and he says, stand firm, because the air around you is charged with change. You may not see it yet in the natural, but the spiritual realm is alive with movement on your behalf. There are orders being given, alignments being made, obstacles being dismantled without you even knowing. You think nothing is happening because you can't see it, but trust me, the invisible is more powerful than the visible. The battle you have been in is already tipping in your favor, and the shift will not be gradual. When it happens, it will be sudden. One day it will feel like you're still fighting the same old battles, and the next, doors will be opening, chains will be breaking, answers will be arriving. That's why I need you to endure just a little longer, because the next is closer than you think. I have been training you to recognize my voice, even in chaos. You have been asking for clarity, and I am giving it to you now. If it aligns with peace in your spirit, if it draws you closer to me, if it requires you to step in faith but not in fear, then it is from me. If it brings confusion, heaviness, or tries to lure you back into what I already freed you from, it is not from me. In the next 24 hours, clarity will be your weapon. You do not need to see the whole map, you only need to take the next step I show you. That next step will unlock the rest. You have been feeling like you are in between, not where you were, but not yet where you are going. That in-between place is holy ground. It is where I have been reshaping your identity. You are not who you used to be. The old you could not carry what's coming. You have been stripped of certain illusions, old crutches, and relationships that could not walk with you into this new chapter. That stripping felt like loss, but it was actually preparation. I will never take something from you unless it would harm what I am bringing to you. You think you lost certain people or opportunities, but in reality, I removed what was blocking the fullness of your blessing. I am warning you of this too. When your blessing begins to manifest, there will be people who suddenly want to be close again. Not because they love you, but because they see the favor on your life. They will act like they always believed in you, but I will give you discernment to know the truth. You are not to open the same doors I closed. You can forgive, but you cannot allow the same access. This is part of protecting what I am giving you. Archangel Michael stands with his shield raised over you right now, ready to block every attempt to steal what is being released. But you must also guard your own heart and mind. You have wondered why I didn't let your breakthrough come earlier, when you thought you were ready. The truth is, if I had given it to you then, you would have settled for less than what I planned. You would have accepted a partial blessing and thought it was the whole thing. But I am not a God of halfway promises. I wanted you to have the fullness, the complete answer, the blessing that leaves no doubt it was me. That's why I made you wait. And though the wait has been painful, it has also positioned you perfectly. You are stepping into the appointed time, the moment where everything begins to make sense. This 24-hour warning is not just about a date on a clock, it is about a shift in the atmosphere. You are about to cross a spiritual threshold. Once you step over it, nothing will be the same. The fears that once held you will lose their power. The people who once doubted you will be silenced by what they see me do in your life. And most importantly, you will know, deep in your bones, that I was with you in every single moment, even the ones where you thought I was gone. The blessing that's coming is not just a gift, it's a revelation of my presence. Do not be surprised if, in these next hours, you feel a strange mix of peace and urgency. The peace is from me, assuring you that you are on the right path. The urgency is also from me, reminding you to stay alert, to be intentional, to keep your spirit aligned. Every choice you make in this short window matters. Choose faith over fear. Choose trust over doubt. Choose silence over explaining yourself to people who are determined not to understand. Your focus is the key that will unlock what I'm sending. Urgent, prophetic flow from God and Archangel Michael. God says, I have been waiting for this exact moment to speak this over you because your spirit is finally ready to receive it without fear, without running, without shrinking back. You have spent years thinking you were too broken, too unworthy, too far behind, but I am telling you now, you are exactly where you need to be for what I am about to do. The delays, the detours, the disappointments, they were not signs that I forgot you, they were proof that I was positioning you. You are not late. You are right on time for your destiny. And this 24-hour warning is not just a countdown, it is my way of saying, get ready, because I'm coming to deliver what I promised. Archangel Michael is moving in the spirit realm even now, cutting away the cords that have tied you to cycles you thought you would never escape. There are spiritual chains snapping off of you that you didn't even know were there. The reason you've been feeling a sudden urge to let go of certain things, to clean out spaces, to distance yourself from certain people, is because I have been making room for the new. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins, it will burst. That is why you had to release what you thought you needed. You didn't lose it, you made space for something greater. I know you've been fighting feelings of hopelessness, like maybe you've missed your moment or maybe the dream I gave you was never really from me. But I want you to hear me clearly, I do not plant seeds in vain. Every dream I placed in your heart has a divine season, and yours is coming into full bloom now. Just as a tree does not bear fruit in winter but in its appointed time, so have you been in a season of hidden growth. Now the season has shifted. The buds are breaking open, and soon everyone will see the fruit I've been cultivating in you all along. The next 24 hours will be a time of heightened sensitivity. You may feel my presence more strongly, hear my voice more clearly, or notice signs all around you that seem too specific to be random. Pay attention. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations. I am leaving a trail of divine breadcrumbs to guide you exactly where you need to be. And with every confirmation, I am strengthening your faith so that when the moment arrives, you will have no hesitation to step into it. This is also your warning: the enemy will try to plant doubt in these next hours. He will try to make you second-guess the signs, to question your worth, to believe that maybe you are imagining all of this. That is why I am telling you now, decide in advance that you will believe me. Decide that even if you cannot see the full picture, you will trust the artist who is painting it. Faith is not pretending you understand everything, faith is knowing that I understand everything and that is enough. You have been walking uphill for so long that you forgot what it feels like to be carried. But I am about to lift you in ways you cannot explain. Opportunities will find you without you chasing them. People will speak your name in rooms you've never entered. Doors will open without you knocking. This is not because you are lucky, it is because you are chosen. I have placed my mark on you, and no force on earth can erase it. Archangel Michael says to you now, stand with courage, because heaven is backing you. You are not stepping into this next season alone. I have assigned help to you, divine help, angelic help, and even human help in the form of connections that I have orchestrated for years. These people will appear as if out of nowhere, but they are answers to prayers you prayed long ago. They are part of the fulfillment, part of the blessing, part of the evidence that I have been listening all along. There will also be a moment, very soon, where something you thought was lost forever will return to you. It may not come back in the form you expect, but when it happens, you will know it is from me because it will bring healing to a place in your heart that you thought would always ache. I am not just restoring things, I am redeeming them. I am taking what the enemy meant for harm and turning it into the very thing that launches you forward. Do not despise the small signs. A text message, a phone call, a number you keep seeing, a conversation overheard, these will all be part of the confirmation. Nothing is too small for me to use. I have spoken through burning bushes and whispering winds, I can speak through anything I choose. Keep your heart open, your spirit alert, and your mind clear. This is your hour to watch and receive. God says, I am not speaking these words to stir your emotions for a moment and then leave you empty. I am speaking because the appointed time for your breakthrough has finally collided with the perfect alignment I have been arranging behind the scenes. You have not been forgotten, and you have not been left behind. Every delay has been divine, every closed door has been protection, every heartbreak has been a redirection. There were times you begged me to open a way that I knew would destroy you if I allowed it, so I said no, not because I wanted to withhold from you, but because I wanted to preserve you for what's better. Now, what's better is approaching, and it will be worth every single no you've endured. Archangel Michael is telling you now, the resistance you've been facing is proof that you are close. The enemy does not waste his strongest attacks on people going nowhere. He has seen what is written over your life, and he has been throwing everything he can to distract you, discourage you, and derail you. That is why you've had moments recently where it feels like everything is hitting at once: confusion, tension, fatigue, sudden conflicts. But what you don't realize is that this is the enemy's last attempt before he loses his grip completely. He knows he cannot stop what I have decreed, but he wants to convince you to step away from it before it manifests. That is why I am warning you, stay anchored in me right now. Do not make decisions based on fear or pressure. Wait on my signal. You are about to witness a reversal so shocking that even you will have to sit down and catch your breath. The same situations that looked like permanent losses are about to turn in your favor. The same people who dismissed you will be forced to acknowledge what I am doing in your life. The same closed doors will either swing wide open or be replaced with something far greater than you asked for. I do not restore things to their old condition, I restore them better, stronger, fuller. What is coming will not resemble what you lost, it will surpass it. I have heard every single prayer you've prayed in the middle of the night, every tear you've cried into your pillow, every whisper of, "God, please, just help me make it through." Those were not thrown into the air and forgotten, they were collected, treasured, and recorded in heaven. Now, those prayers are being answered. Some will be answered in ways you expect, but many will be answered in ways that will surprise you so deeply that you will have no choice but to say, "That had to be God." I am doing this so that when you tell your story, there will be no doubt about who wrote it. The reason this 24-hour warning is so critical is because I am releasing something that requires you to be in the right posture. Not physically, but spiritually. I need you to be expectant, not hesitant. I need you to speak words of life over yourself, not words of doubt. I need you to approach these hours with the mindset of someone who knows they are chosen. Stop thinking like a victim of your past and start thinking like a steward of your future. You are not cursed, you are covered. You are not abandoned, you are appointed. You are not forgotten, you are favored. In the coming hours, you will feel a pull towards certain actions, making a call, sending a message, starting something you've been delaying, or even taking a step into unfamiliar territory. Trust that pull. That is my spirit guiding you. But at the same time, you will also notice certain distractions rising up, trying to consume your time or drain your energy. Cut them off without hesitation. Your focus is your weapon right now. The enemy can't take your blessing, but if he can take your focus, he can delay it. Do not give him that ground. I am also sending you a personal sign in these next hours, something that will confirm beyond doubt that this message is truly from me. It will be so specific to your life, so connected to something you've been thinking about or praying for, that you will know instantly it is me speaking. When you see it, pause and thank me immediately, because that will be the moment heaven and earth align to release what I have promised. You may feel the weight of this moment in your spirit, and that is because you are stepping into a new spiritual atmosphere. Old chains are breaking, old patterns are collapsing, and the air around you is charged with destiny. You have been asking for a new chapter, but this is more than a chapter, this is a whole new book. The old you is gone. The version of you that was afraid to hope, afraid to trust, afraid to dream, is gone. What rises from this moment will be bold, steady, unshakable. Archangel Michael stands ready to escort you through this transition. He will fight for you in places you cannot see, shield you from what is not meant for you, and clear the way for what is. But you must move forward when I say, go. Do not hesitate, do not doubt, and do not look back. The past is behind you for a reason. Your eyes must stay on what's ahead. God says, you have walked through valleys so dark that you wondered if you would ever see light again, but the very fact that you are here right now, reading these words, is proof that the darkness could not hold you. I sustained you when you didn't even have the strength to pray. I carried you when your legs gave out. I surrounded you with angels when the enemy tried to end your story early. And now, I am about to show you why the enemy fought you so fiercely. The blessing that is coming is so strategic, so perfectly timed, that it will not only change your circumstances, it will shift the trajectory of your entire life. Archangel Michael is speaking now, and he says, your endurance has been your weapon. You may think endurance is simply surviving, but in the spiritual realm, endurance is a declaration that says, I will not bow to darkness, I will not give up my place, I will not abandon my calling. Every day you chose to keep going, even when you felt empty, was a blow against the enemy's plans. Heaven took notice. That's why the release you're about to experience is not just a reward, it's justice. In the next 24 hours, expect the unexpected. Not every sign will come wrapped in beauty, some may arrive disguised as challenges, but look deeper. Sometimes I hide my greatest blessings inside situations that seem ordinary or even difficult, because I want you to recognize my hand in them. This requires discernment. That's why I'm telling you now, ask me to sharpen your spiritual sight. Ask me to help you see beyond the surface. Ask me to reveal the truth in every situation, and I will. You have been praying for restoration, but I am doing more than that. I am giving you acceleration. What would have taken years will happen quickly. What seemed impossible will unfold naturally. You will step into rooms you once thought were far beyond your reach, and you will find that I have already prepared a place for you there. People will be drawn to you without knowing why, because my favor will rest on you so strongly that it will speak before you do. Do not be alarmed if, in these hours, you feel a heaviness lift suddenly, almost like a weight falling off your shoulders. That will be the moment a spiritual chain breaks. You will feel lighter, clearer, more confident. You may even notice a shift in how people interact with you. That is because the atmosphere around you is changing. Where there was resistance, there will be favor. Where there was silence, there will be answers. Where there was delay, there will be movement. I want you to understand something. This is not just about blessings and breakthroughs, this is about your calling. I have placed something inside you that the world needs, and the enemy has been trying to silence it for years. He used fear to keep you from speaking, doubt to keep you from acting, and distractions to keep you from focusing. But no more. In this moment, I am awakening the courage in you to rise, to move, to speak, to create, to step fully into the role I designed for you before the foundations of the earth. Archangel Michael is drawing his sword over your life right now as a sign that the final blows against the opposition are being struck. You may not hear the clash in the spirit, but it is happening. Every unseen enemy, every dark assignment, every generational curse that tried to attach itself to you is being cut off. You will walk into this next season without the baggage of the past. That is why I kept you in waiting, so you could enter this blessing free, not bound. There will be a sign within these 24 hours that will make your spirit leap. It might be something small to others, but to you, it will be deeply personal, a number, a word, a song, a name, an image, something that directly connects to a prayer you thought I had forgotten. That will be me whispering, I remember. I never forgot. It's here. You will look back on this day as the turning point. The moment heaven stepped in openly, after years of working quietly. The moment where everything began to align. The moment where you realized you were not just surviving, you were stepping into destiny.